Big thanks to Pat Lilos from River Center. God, we're so green. It's ridiculous.
I know.
Oy.
Where's he going to recycle that mic that doesn't work?
I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, crap.
What?
Oh, you were almost killed by Boom there. She's coming up right behind you. All right. So, you saw the rules of roller derby, you saw the rules of recycling and composting, but now we have some rules for you people.
Sorry, but it's
you
true.
People.
You.
All right. Her.
Somebody booed over
Her,
here.
definitely. All right. Rule number 1, trackside seating is at your own risk. You must be 18 years of age to sit trackside, and be careful because roller girls can and will fly off the track and into your lap.
It'll happen.
However, you two, if a Minnesota roller girl lands in your lap, you cannot take her home.
No. That's a good rule. Do not step on the track outside of halftime, where you'll be dancing to the polka stylings of the Bratwurst brothers. The only time you, the common herd, get to step on the track.
Rule number 3, you are not allowed to touch or grab roller girls at any time. Not only might it mess up the game, but it's also rather uncouth.
Completely. By entering the legendary Roy Wilkins Auditorium, you agree to the possibility of being filmed by any number of people for any number of reasons.
It's absolutely true. And rule number 5, the most important rule of all, and I know the Brew City Bruisers fans out there know this rule and love this rule and will say it with us. 1, 2, 3. Don't spill your beer. Absolutely not. All right, let's introduce Team Zebra, keeping these girls in line. The Minnesota Roller Girls officiating squad. Amelie Juan, Captain Lidocaine Jane, Danger Prone Daphne, Edelweiss, 5-0 Joe, Hannah Shot First, Helvetica Bold, Jeannie Slane, Comrade Iron, Maniacs, Myrna Ploy, Rink Floyd, Spike, Umpire Strikes Back, Werner Von Baum, and Winona Collider. Special guest referees from the Brew City Bruisers, Dr. Brew, JC Chaotic, Machete Holiday, and Private Itchy. And a very special guest referee all the way from Australia, Rollbar. He's actually originally from Stillwater, but that's okay.
But he came from Australia.
He lives in Australia now, so it's all right. All right.
Roller derby is a full contact sport. People can and do get injured. It's unfortunate. We hope it never happens. If it does, however, we have assembled a crack squad of EMTs to handle any and all injuries. And by crack, I mean really good, not actually on the street.
They're not on crack.
No.
Okay, that's good.
Your EMTs tonight are Stitcher, Kitty Nip, Resuscitate Her, Icy Hot, Icy Cool, Defibrillate Her, and Angry Medic.
All right, excellent. Yeah. Well, now, of course, the biggest pop of the night will go to our track maintenance engineer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Wet Spot.
Looks like Tim Meadows.
Yeah, I think he's wearing heels. He's a little taller.
Yeah.
I think. I don't understand. It's weird. Oh, he got a haircut. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Whoa, ninja skills,
but now he's getting a little funky. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a couple teams that will delight and amuse you.
Yes, I think so.
They'll take us down. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the theme teams that are made up of pre-2008 and post-2008 skaters. Minnesota Roller Girls have been around for 8 long years now.
Yes.
Half of them are going to be on the first team, half of them on the second team. Ooh. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, old school, here comes the Mayo Clinicians. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
They're getting a little funky here. That's crazy. Okay, I guess they're not even going to line up. Number 42, Cleo going to heal you.
Number 82, Dr. Angel O'Death.
Number 37, Dr. Lecter.
Number 789, Dr. Pepper.
Number 18, Dr. Spanky.
Number 45, Ice Pack.
Number 41, Lizzie the Scalpel.
Number 54, Miss Sugarnoff.
Number 76, Nora Torsion.
Number 222, Nurse Betty.
Number 32, Nurse Lola.
Number 318, Nurse Mischief.
Number 19, Olga Oglethorpe.
Number 17, Roller Nurse.
Number 23, Science Hits MD.
Number 91, Susie Suture.
Eye for an eye, Sweet Tooth Justice DDS.
Your captain, number 333, Coochie Coo, the Rug Doctor.
And your co-captain, number 4x4, Rumblebee, PhD. These are the Mayo Clinicians, bench coached by Mitzi Macula, OD, and Scooter Flu. And where's their mascot? Oh, Doogie Trousers. Doogie Trousers. No, keep them on. Keep them on. No, keep them. No.
Look, there are Junior Derby girls here.
Come on.
You freak.
Come on.
Where do you get his doctorate?
I would expect that from Husker Stu, but not from him. Oh.
That guy's a freak.
All right, now that's the old school meet the new kids on the block. Not the new skids on the block they played last month, but the new kids on the block post 2008. Yes. The State Fair Foodies. Oh, they're acting a little more serious here.
Yes.
All right. Number 411, Bombs Over Bacon.
Number 976, Bombay Sapphire.
719, Bully Jean.
Number 34, Dementia Darling.
Number 2, Fanny Tanner.
Number 54, Freeze Baby.
945, Conceal and Carry.
Number 1764, Madame de Stompadour.
Number 626, Messy Jiggler.
850 cc's, Moto Floozy.
Number 24, Norwegian Mafia.
Number 62, Sand Blast Her.
Number 74, Collateral Damage.
Number native, Smoka Hontis.
513, Tara Bitchapart.
Number 80, Wanda Reckon With.
And number 52, Wolf Bite. The State Fair Foodies. State Fair Foodies are bench coached by Stacy Recht and Dropkick Donna. Oh, I would be remiss, before we begin, I would be remiss. There's a couple of folks right there in the corner that just got married today.
Hey, congratulations.
And this is their congratulations, Mazel Tov. Thanks for spending your glorious wedding day with the Minnesota RollerGirls. Oh, they have new cheers, too. That's great. Strangely enough, I also went to roller derby on my wedding day. And then I went to WFTDA championships for the honeymoon. So,
I remember that, yeah.
That was crazy.
You looked so cute in your tux the whole weekend.
All right, lining up. Number 91 for the Mayo Clinicians. That's Susie Suture. And she's going up against Fanny Tanner, jamming for the State Fair Foodies. The Mayo Clinicians, of course, in the medical uniforms.
It's kind of a classy touch.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And oh no!
Wait!
No!
Wait.
No! I didn't get my cue. I'm sorry. I didn't get my cue, ladies and gentlemen. Our special guest, celebrity countdown from Carol Levin and K-Twin. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Perkins.
What's up? Oh my gosh, this is such an honor. I just got done with the news at like 6:30, and you think I'm going to sit around and watch the Final Four? Screw that. That's on CCO anyway. I don't care about that. I'm here for the RollerGirls. I remember the RollerGirls back in the day. I skated with them several years ago at some little rink up in Coon Rapids, and now here they are selling out thousands at Roy Wilkins. This is awesome. I'm so proud of you guys. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm no longer Eric Perkins. I'm no longer Perk and Play. Tonight, I'm Perky Brewster. Yeah. Thanks to the folks at Surly Brewing and their Facebook contest for that. Although Bob Acostas was a good runner-up. I dig that name too. Hey, I'm tired of Wisconsin beating Minnesota in sports. I got to be honest with you. I am so ready to see the RollerGirls kick a little Milwaukee butt tonight. But first up, we got the State Fair Foodies and the Mayo Clinicians. So let's get this party started. I'm going to count down from 10. Let's count down from 11.
Oh!
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it on.
As whistle, and they are jamming. Fanny Tanner cutting through, getting caught up there at the beginning of the front there. Oh, but Susie makes it through. And is your lead jammer, number 91, for the Mayo Clinicians, Susie Suture, also known as Susie Smashbox.
Yes. The old schoolers are going to kind of show them how it's done.
Well, the new schoolers might want to show them a new trick or two.
True. Susie calls off the jam.
And it's going to be 2 big roller derby points for the Mayo Clinicians. Two big points on the board for the Mayo Clinicians. Next up, Lizzie the Scalpel. Up against Moto Floozy. Nice push out there. Lizzie the Scalpel.
With surgical precision.
One of the first, when the original Minnesota RollerGirls from 8 years ago all the way up in Coon Rapids, keeping on rocking this entire time. Beard line. Moto Floozy is making through, but almost about to be lapped by Lizzie the Axe. 4 big points for the Mayo Clinicians. Liz just kind of pacing her now.
Yeah.
And calls it off. But that'll bring it up to 6 for Mayo.
Or 6 something.
Yeah. 17 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the first half. Madame de Stompador in the purple for the State Fair Foodies up against Science It's MD, number 23, in the red and white.
You know, in these theme bouts, Madame de Stompador has been jamming an awful lot and doing a really good job of it.
And Millie's really showing him how it's done, but not too bad there. Madame de Stompador. Got some good speed on her. Madame de Stompador, normally a blocker for the Atomic Bombshells, but in this offseason, she's been doing a lot of jamming, and she's been doing quite well, actually.
Let's like see how that'll play out next season.
Absolutely. It's a little intimidation factor going on here.
It's a lot of intimidation.
And once again, the Mayo Clinicians.
Dr. Angel Odette, lead jammer. Guess that spell or hex or freak out really worked.
Freeze, baby. Having a tough time. Olga Oglethorpe playing some great defense there. Freeze Baby thought she had it, but Olga just tapped her out a little bit. It's a bit of a tumble, but everything's okay. Everybody's rocking it through. Dr. Angel of Death there with another 5-point grand slam for the Mayo Clinicians.
Little aggression there.
Little bit. Angel of Death calling it off. Hell of a good jam there. After another 4 points are added to the score, bringing it up to 21 for the Mayo Clinicians. State Fair Foodies with the goose egg.
Uh-oh.
Or a delicious Scotch egg, which you can pick up on near the entrance to the Midway there.
Right, yeah, it's part of...
It's between the Midway and the horse barn.
Yeah, you can kind of smell horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not in the sausage, just out.
Sweet Justice, DDS. Up here against Fanny Tanner. Fanny Tanner wearing the kind of shorts that I see very often at the State Fair.
Where do you even get those?
Oh!
Wow! Oh!
Was cutting through on the inside, got knocked down, but I think she made it through. Oh! Take that back, your lead jammer, Sweet Tooth Justice, DDS. Sweet Tooth kicking around the outside. Dementia Darling trying to push her out, but Sweet Tooth stays on her skate, but no!
Uh-oh.
Sent out, and that is going to be a power jam situation for the State Fair Foodies. She does get called out, but not before she scored an additional 5 points. Has to let her through, and there she goes. 5 points for the State Fair Foodies.
Here's where they could catch up.
10 points already.
Nicely done.
Here we go. Oh!
Oh!
And Susie manages to stay inside, so Fanny Tanner had to wait until Susie passed to re-enter the pack. Otherwise, it would have been a cut.
And of course,
that time, Susie gets called to the box for her troubles.
I like the look on her face, too. What? What?
I see that a lot. And Sweet Justice was released just at the end of that jam, so we are going to have a jammer for both teams. I was about to say roller cap, but it's actually roller nurse.
Roller nurse, right.
They do change their names from time to time. Up against Moto Floozy for the State Fair Foodies. Moto Floozy cut around the outside, gets just past Rumblebee, becomes your lead jammer. 9-point deficit with just over 11 minutes to go in the first half.
Good defense by both teams here, keeping the score low.
Nice jumping all around there. Picks up the grand slam for the State Fair Foodies. A major cut by Cleo Splatra, Cleo Gonahelia.
Whoa.
Oh. Pushed out, but back in. Moto Floozy doing a great job of getting knocked out and keeping an eye on who knocked her out, where they are in relation to where she should come back in.
Seems like a dirty trick, but it's the rules. If they knock you out, you got to come in behind them or incur a penalty. Wow.
Double team. Oh, answered in kind by Bully Jean there at the end. Mayo picks up 4 more points. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie game.
Hey.
Halfway through the first period.
What is that, a cat? Oh. Philly cheese cat. DPS.
And we'd like to take this time out to mention one of Minnesota RollerGirls' favorite sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Fiat Dental is dentistry for the joyful. If you're scared of going to the dentist, and Lord knows I am.
Oh, yeah.
Fiat Dental and their Granny with a Guitar will be very happy to make you feel at home, make you feel happy about getting your teeth taken care of.
I think if you get enough gas, that's exactly what you see.
Fiat Dental at beautiful Lynn Lake neighborhood of South Minneapolis. Dentistry for the joyful. Madame de Stompador jamming again up against Dr. Angela Death for the Foodies and the Clinicians respectively. For those of you watching at home on tv.mnrollergirls.com, this is a theme bout. The State Fair Foodies are the pre-2008, I'm sorry, the post-2008
Post, yep.
Minnesota RollerGirls skaters. And the Mayo Clinicians began between 2004 and 2008.
You know what's missing from the State Fair Foodie shirts is food stains.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Angela weaving around, weaving through. Oh, wow. Brilliant. Picks up lead jam.
Man,
Susie Smashbox really chasing Madame de Stompador through. Not giving up until she was out of play there.
It just got fast.
Oh! And when nobody was looking, Stompy got through there, picking up 4 big roller derby points for the State Fair Foodies.
Wow.
And it was a 4-4 jam, so it's still a tie game. 9 minutes, 10 seconds remaining.
I feel like deep frying something.
I do. Tara Bitchapart for the State Fair Foodies in the purple, up against Meshuggah for the Mayo Clinicians in medical. I'm going to call that color medical.
Medical. And medical white?
No.
Sterile?
Well, not after RollerGirls worn it.
No,
absolutely not. Oh! Nice body hit there by Tara Bitchapart. Knocking out Meshuggah, but Meshuggah,
I think she just made her mad.
Got through, cut in front of her. Trying to break through. Oh, knocked down again.
Wow.
Your lead jammer, Tara Bitchapart.
Kind of living up to that name there. She is.
And she'll call it off. After picking up an additional 2 points, but 3 for the State Fair Foodies, who now take a 1-point lead, 31-30. 7 minutes 45 to go in this first half. And they're just up on the instant replay. You just saw when Tara Bitchapart just knocked Meshuggah for a loop, but Shug just got back up. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. Yeah. I see what's going on here. Nailing and forcing an early start. There we go.
Jamming for the Mayo Clinicians, number 79, Dr. Pepper.
Oh!
Wow!
You had all 4 Mayo Clinicians just holding back Fanny Tanner.
Dr. Pepper just skated right on that line, too.
So Dr. Pepper is going to call that off after picking up 5 points. And they're going to start with a power jam status here. As the Mayo Clinicians retake the lead, 35-31, 6 minutes, 35 seconds remaining.
Jamming for the Mayo Clinicians, number 333, Coochie Coo, the rug doctor. Coochie Coo is your lead jammer. In a power jam situation.
Coochie Coo, the rug doctor, steaming mad at dirt and steaming mad at those young upper whippersnappers here. And cutting through the inside. Oh!
Wow!
Spoken too soon as Bombs Over Bacon makes a takedown. Sorry, not Bombs Over Bacon. That is Wolfbite out there doing a takedown on. You got to give credit where credit is due. And that was a worthy hit.
Whoa!
5 big roller derby points to Coochie Coo, the rug doctor.
Dr. Lecter almost took out some fans.
And Cooch finally calling it off. 4 minutes, 23 seconds remaining and no additional points on that last pass. So the score as it stands with 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go in this first half, 40-31 in favor of the Mayo Clinicians.
There's that big hit that took Coochie Coo out.
Nice job there by Wolfbite.
I think it kind of slowed her momentum a little bit. Just a bit.
Rumblebee up here for the Mayo Clinicians up against Madame de Stompador for the State Fair Foodies. Stompy taking the early lead. Stompy trying to break through the loop. Oh! Took a hell of a lot of determination there by the Mayo Clinicians to keep Stompy from getting through and taking that lead jammer status. And the ensuing confusion, Rumblebee took it. And Rumble calls it off after picking up 3 points, adding to the Clinicians' lead. 3 minutes to go, 43-31 in favor of Mayo. Nurse Mischief up here for the Mayo Clinicians. Up against Freeze Baby for the State Fair Foodies. There she goes. And a major cut gets called on Freeze Baby. So this is a Mayo Clinicians power jam situation.
She's only a nurse, though. How much power can she really have?
Oh, my mother's a nurse.
Ah.
She'll show you. My mother-in-law was a nurse. Oh!
Just right past her.
Bully Jean, if that had connected just a millisecond earlier, would have been a hell of a takedown. Nurse Smith chip, grand slam.
I think she did that with her mind.
Another 5 points, another grand slam. And the penalty box empties of State Fair Foodies. So the State Fair is back up to full strength. The Clinicians down by 1 blocker in the box. And we are going to have time for one more jam.
Awesome.
As the Clinicians add an additional 2 points at the end of that jam. That brings them up to 64. Really, in the last few jams, really just running away with it.
Yeah.
But we do have one more 20-minute period from these folks.
They really took advantage of that power jam to just rack up the points.
Dr. Spanky, champion for Mayo, up against Moto Floozy for State Fair. Oh!
Really good defense by the State Fair Foodies here.
Absolutely. Dr. Spanky, that's Anita Spankston. Breaks through and becomes your lead jammer. And official period time has expired, but so remember, the only clock that now matters is that clock in the lower left-hand corner of the Rollertron. 5 points. And Spanky calls it off. And that is the end of that first half. 4 points for Mayo, 3 for the Foodies. And we are going to have a short break.
Tiny.
Short halftime between these two, but Cheryl, plenty of time to hit the merch booth or head on over to either of the 2 bars. We have 2 bars because
really?
Minnesota RollerGirls fans are really good at drinking.
Yes. Give yourselves a hand.
In addition, you can get, of course, our proud sponsor, Surly Beer, right here at either of the concession stands. But I think, do we? No, we don't. All right. We'll be back in just a few short minutes.
what's going on. I know. What is happening? Where is this going to get posted?
It's going to be up there on the big screen so all your little friends can see you. Did you exfoliate? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by Venus Flytrap of the Minnesota RollerGirls All-Stars and Grace Kelly of the Brew City Bruisers. That's really close. All right, that's good. So, these two teams, you've never actually played here in regular season play before. You were here for the Brawl of America in 2009, but you've never been here for a traditional Minnesota RollerGirls bout. How are you feeling tonight?
I think it's great. This is a home crowd, sort of like what we're used to at home, so don't let's think that that's going to scare us. But it's great to see a venue filled to the brim with fans like this, so we're really excited to play here.
How do you think the Brew City Bruisers, this is your first bout of the season for the Brew City Bruisers All-Stars. What are you looking forward to this season?
Well, we're looking forward to making a statement with this game. It's, first game out of the door for us this season, and, it's going to be a good marker for where we are. So it's a great game to start with, I think, for us.
All right. Venus Flytrap right here. Those Milwaukee kids, they're so crazy. All right. Venus Flytrap, longtime member of the Minnesota RollerGirls All-Stars. Long season. We've already started. We've had 2 games already. We got one coming up next month in Naptown. One the month after that right here against Windy City. But first off, we've got to get past the Brew City Bruisers. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. The team trained really hard at Surly, lifting some kegs in preparation for our opponent. So I think we're going to do great. Really want to take home the win.
Anything specific you're going to focus on? No, close your ears.
I'm sorry, what?
Anything specific you're going to focus on, but we don't want her to hear that.
Oh, no, it's private information.
Okay, all right. All right, Brew City Bruisers, Minnesota RollerGirls All-Stars right after the second half of this team mixer. Grace, Venus, thanks very much. Back to you. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Making its first appearance tonight, Wet Spot and the T-shirt cannon. He can't shoot you if he can't hear you. Always popular, rarely lethal. And that will leave a mark.
Hey, he needs time to reload. Come on, guys.
He only gets one shot per turn.
That's right. And please welcome back your Mayo Clinicians and your State Fair Foodies. One of our fine Minnesota RollerGirls super fans who travels with us everywhere Minnesota RollerGirls All-Stars go. Okay, now I know one of the big bouts that's happening tonight right now is Windy City, #1 in the North Central versus Naptown at #3 in the North Central.
Who would be #2?
Well, that would be the Minnesota RollerGirls All-Stars, of course. But Windy City has taken an early lead, 14-4, 6 minutes in. So, of course, that means nothing. Nothing.
We will crush them.
Susie up against Fanny here. Susie Smashbox jamming for the Mayo Clinicians. Up against Fanny Tanner for the State Fair Foodies. It's a very busy weekend in roller derby. Not only do we have that big Windy City Naptown game that people are watching, but also the North Star Roller Girls are down in Lincoln, Nebraska, taking on the No Coast Derby Girls.
know there was anything in Lincoln, Nebraska. Wow.
Well, there's the North Stars and the North Coast Derby Girls.
There we
That's
go.
about it. Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. That's enough.
Wow. What else do you need?
You got
really?
Derby. That's all you need.
And corn.
Just making sure the score is correct here. That's the last thing we want to make sure. Going back and forth here.
Get him a beer.
All right, we are ready to rock here. 20 more minutes on the clock, and we're good to go. Fanny Tanner.
Wasting no time.
One of the real breakout stars this season. Fanny Tanner of the Atomic Bombshells. And she calls it off after picking up 2 points for the State Fair Foodies.
Oh.
Answered in kind by the Mayo Clinicians. So the song remains the same as what Ziplin said.
And said it well.
Sweet Tooth Justice up here in the red and white for the Mayo Clinicians. Up against Moto Floozy in the purple for the State Fair Foodies. And, of course, that means it's time for a timeout.
Hey.
Looks like we're just getting the penalties worked out. As somebody noticed that Olga Oglethorpe wasn't in the penalty box, and that was strange. So they wanted to take a look at that.
Why is that happening?
State Fair Foodies taking a to start that back early. Moto Floozy has taken lead jammer status.
Wearing an impressive set of shorts, I have to say.
Cuts through, picks up 4 points and calls it. And that's what those Foodies are going to have to do. Chip away inch by inch. Lizzie the Axe standing in the box means just less than 10 seconds remaining on her penalty. Olga, of course, has more. Jamming up here, Rumblebee for Mayo up against Bombs Over Bacon, who takes it. Man, the State Fair Foodies are on a tear. I don't know if they fed them mini donuts or Scotch eggs or something, but
they were double fisting cheese curds during the half.
Yeah. Oh, cuts through, calls it off. Why, yes, good sir, I would like a Surly Cynic beer. Thanks for delivery. And please, when you're looking for beer, look for Dick. He's right here.
Tell him you're buying it from the trickster.
From the trickster.
The trickster selling beer.
Thanks, brother.
Great. Thanks, buddy.
No oratorious for the Mayo Clinicians. Jamming up here against Freeze Baby. Once again, this is crazy. This entire second half here, State Fair Foodies have been just totally on a roll. No pun intended. Oh, wow. Cuts through inside. And then jukes off to the right. And we have a star pass.
Wow. Don't see that too often.
And called it off.
4 points for both teams in that jam.
Ice Pack jamming here for the Mayo Clinicians. Up against Messy Jiggler for the State Fair Foodies.
Is she actually wearing a fanny pack?
That's what I wear at the fair.
I am so going to mock you.
And there she goes, Messy Jiggler, your lead jammer. Ice Pack sent to the box. State Fair Foodies on the power jam.
Ice Pack, whose real skater name actually fits with the theme.
Exactly. Exactly.
A big wall of white there.
And that'll be into that jam. Here's a score update from the No Coast Derby Girls versus the North Star Roller Girls. Their B teams have just played. And No Coast has beaten the Northern Lights 98-60. So we'll get an update on what the Supernovas will do very soon. Stuck on the power jam, number 850, CC's of Moto Floozy. Mayo Clinicians formed that back wall back there, not letting her even get past. Made it up to the front, but they are really recycling well. Holding her backing up, and they split them off enough to cause that 20-foot rule to come into effect. And that's a grand slam for Moto Floozy. 5 more roller derby points.
Ice Pack having a real hard time getting through the pack.
But she is through, and that's all that matters now. And she'll call off that jam with 30 seconds left after picking up an additional 4 points. So just in under 8 minutes time, they have brought it up within striking distance. Only 9 points now separate these two teams.
Number 9.
When they were nearly 40 at the half.
Yeah.
Madame de Stampador for the State Fair Foodies up against Lizzie the Scalpel, number 41.
I like that. Ooh.
For the Clinicians. Both teams with blockers in the box. Mayo's down by 2. Foodies down by 1.
Wow.
But Lizzie the Scalpel makes it through. Lizzie the Scalpel's your lead jammer.
It's a rumblebee that just hit her hard.
That's what the bee does. And Lizzie calls that off. Just over 11 minutes to go. And we have the Mayo Clinicians leading at 78-66. So 12-point game. Certainly can be done in a jam.
Oh, yeah.
Problem is the other team can score points too.
True. And the clinicians have been putting up an incredible defense. Probably from all those medical malpractice suits they've had to defend against.
Freeze baby jamming for the State Fair Foodies. Gets knocked to the inside by Roller Cat. But gets lead jam. Smokahontas trying to take out Abby Mischief. Abby stays on her skates and can now begin scoring points as well. Nice teamwork by the Clinicians. Oh!
You should check.
Yeah, somebody got a lap full of Olga there. Wet spot could check by the pivot line and see if we have beer spilled. Be very sad to have the first spilled beer of the night.
You've got like 5 or 6 people there.
Woo. Oh, beer was spilled. Oh.
It's a sad day.
That is a sad day here.
Alcohol abuse.
Slowly they turn, step by step, inch by inch.
Oh, you do that really well.
Thank you. State Fair Foodies, that is Fanny Tanner, your lead jammer. But the DDS herself. Scientist MD heading to the box. And called off after picking up an additional 4 points for the Foodies, which will bring them up to 73, I think.
I always marvel how you do that math so quickly in your head.
Or maybe they already did it. Maybe, I think ethyl alcohol might just be faster than me.
Don't make them look bad.
It was 4.
There we go.
So 79-73, and we have a timeout.
Uh-oh.
Lola Black and Blue taking a seat. Mayo Clinicians down by 2 blockers. So the State Fair Foodies are really going to want to capitalize on that. Hey.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
It's time for the Axeman-sponsored T-shirt cannon. Into the corner.
Not in the face.
Oh, baby.
Whoa.
I don't think anyone was killed. I hope not.
Well, no, I don't see any fountains of blood. I think we're okay.
This is not a Guar show. Score update. With 11 minutes to go in the first half, Windy City leads Naptown 65-15.
Wow.
So Windy City's really doing what they do best. But we all saw last year's regionals as Naptown really gave Windy City a run for their money.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that Naptown will cut that lead down.
Wow.
Oh! Painful
right.
to death. It's very saddened by that.
I think she might be faking that. Crocodile tears.
She's shocked. Shocked that there's gambling in this establishment.
So much to get her winnings.
Oh, and we have a timeout.
Oh.
That's always nice. Or not.
Or a wet spot. I think he just went and sat down.
He's got to recharge the cannon. It's okay.
Oh. Short timeout.
Bombs over Bacon. Jamming for the State Fair Foodies has taken lead jammer status here. She's on a power jam. She can go for up to 2 full minutes here. She has the option of calling it off whenever she damn well pleases. And that's a major back block by Lydia Punch, or Dr. Pepper. Lizzie the Axe trying to knock her out. Sends her right into a teammate there, Sandblaster. Keeps her in bounds. Mayo Clinicians have formed a 3-wall at the front.
Whoa.
Stomp it or breaks it. And bombs over Bacon, makes it through. For a grand slam.
Wow.
Lead change. Everybody drink.
I think we're going to see a lot of that. Nicely played.
And adding 3 as the cherry on that sundae. Bringing it up to 86. So a 7-point lead now for the State Fair Foodies with 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go. And we have a timeout. And Wet Spot's back. Now where have you gone? You've gone over there, and you've gone over there.
How about right up here? Over here. No, come back. I think he's aiming for someone.
Oh!
It doesn't count, Wet Spot, if you put it in the rafters.
Don't boo Wet Spot! You don't boo Wet Spot! Come on!
Wow. These people are serious about their t-shirts.
Just like there's no crying in baseball, there's no booing of Wet Spot in roller derby.
That's like booing Santa Claus. Who would do that?
That's like tugging on Superman's cape.
You don't spit into the wind.
And you don't mess around with Wet Spot. Jim Croce, ladies and gentlemen,
is spinning in his grave.
Here we go.
I can't believe they booed Wet Spot.
Rumblebee, PhD, for the Mayo Clinicians up against Freeze Baby for the State Fair Foodies.
Ooh, Rumblebee.
Wow. Sweet Justice doing a hell of a job. A one-woman wall at the front of the pack there. Holding back Freeze Baby. Giving the rest of her team time to recycle up to the front.
Whoa.
And allowing, crashing into the box, thus allowing Freeze Baby to get a very hard-fought lead jammer status.
Wow. She earned that the hard way.
Absolutely. Dr. Pepper knocked out, gets right back in. And that forearm penalty on Rumblebee earns the State Fair Foodies a power jam with just under 4 minutes to go in this game. They lead by 10, 89-79.
Hey.
Buzz through before she even gets past the pivot line. Oh! Major back block there on Fanny Tanner. And Rumblebee out of the box is through, but is not your lead jammer. That honor was already bestowed on another.
Not good for the State Fair Foodies, though.
Susie also heading to the box. Sandblaster skating backwards, tipping her out. Oh, and she takes it in.
Uh-oh.
She takes a major track cut and goes to the box. Now that is going to allow Fanny Tanner to rejoin, and Rumblebee will serve as much time as Fanny served.
Can all change on a dime.
Fanny Tanner makes it past. Kuchiku cuts through, 5 points. Oh!
Nicely done!
Nice move there by Fanny Tanner.
Right around that medical wall of doom.
And a forearm sends Rumblebee back to the box.
It's going to be a record.
Sadly, I don't think it is. And that'll do it for that jam. And it looks like we will have time for one more jam. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Rumblebee not happy. Storming off. Huh.
I think she enjoyed that, actually.
Who would have thunk it?
Huh. You think she did that to get back there, to get first dibs at the snacks?
So basically what happens here is the Mayo Clinicians do have to declare their next jammer. She takes the place of Rumblebee in the penalty box.
And so she will serve out Rumblebee's time.
Her penance.
Her penance. We should bring indulgences into Derby. You can just see umpire sitting there with his, mitre, sitting on a throne, taking.
Somebody here is a Mason, I think. I don't know. It's not ump, but ump just makes pens.
Pens.
They're really nice pens.
They're beautiful.
Big thanks once again to Fiat Dental Dentistry for the joyful. Fiat Dental is a proud Minnesota RollerGirls sponsor. And have you noticed the sign lights have dimmed as part of the XL Energy Center and River Center and the Roy Wilkins Auditorium celebrating Earth Hour. And remember, all of the electricity that is used in the legendary Roy Wilkins Auditorium for Minnesota RollerGirls events is powered by the wind.
Oh, I was going to say by my mind.
That too.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 1 minute, 26 seconds remaining in regulation. The jam can go for up to 2 full minutes. And she has taken it. Taken lead jammer. Pulling up some speed, wanting to make sure to get a few more points on the board there. Kind of seal the deal. Ice the cake. Put a cherry on the sundae. Cap the bottle. I'm running out of metaphors.
Try similes. They're like a metaphor.
Oh, yeah. And another 5 points. Not too shabby. So Mayo Clinicians have a full box. There's a minivan situation.
Oh, on the inside.
Big hit by Wolfbite, knocking out Nurse Betty. And we have the minivan situation in favor of the State Fair Foodies, who call it off, and that is the game. From a huge deficit at halftime, your winners, the State Fair Foodies. Now, I don't want to say anything about new school trumping old school, because if you put these same 2 teams on the track in another day, the result might be entirely different. But a big hand goes out to the post-2008 skaters right here, the State Fair Foodies.
Pardon?
Your Pizza Luce player of the game, Abby Mischief. And your Derby for All Game Changer award goes to Bully Gene. Now, folks, you can log into the Surly Brewing Company Facebook site tonight, and you can vote for the Surly player of the game, which is a brand new spanking thing here. Surly Biggest Bender Award, the fan favorite player of the game on Surly's Facebook page during the bout. For those of you on smartphones and other such accoutrements. All right, folks. And as we do a little quick run through there, we have a small boy that was killed somehow.
That's unfortunate.
That was sad.
Peel him off the track, though, because we don't want him to get into skates.
A couple of nerdy girls are picking her up.
Yeah.
Pick him up. It's all right. All right, everything's cool. All right, well, that was a hell of a bout especially for a mixer.
Oh, yeah.
Hell of a comeback there.
So that's a night. We're done. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah.
We already
Thank
had 2
you,
bouts,
ladies
right?
and gentlemen. Thank
That's
you.
it, right? Is that it?